Namaste everyone. Before we begin, I would like to take a moment to thank our revered sages and my gurus, especially Sri Ken Raoji, who has inspired me to deep dive into this profound wisdom of Vedic astrology. Have you ever wondered why some people travel or settle abroad while others only dream of the distant land but can never make the journey? Could the answer be written in their birth charts? Yes. Welcome to today's session in another fascinating series in Vedic astrology. In this series, our topic will be foreign travel. So let's get into that. In astrology, our birth chart is like a cosmic GPS guiding us through life's journeys, including international ones. So when it comes to foreign travel, there are some key players like key planets, some houses, and also the planetary periods. Everything should align. So let's deep dive into that. Now let's start with the key houses involved. So the first house, which is you, your identity. So you need to check the condition of the first house and the lord of the first house, where is it placed, and all those things. So first house is very important to see where you would like to go, what your aspirations are. The next house, which is very important with respect to the foreign travel, is the fourth house. Why? Because fourth house represents your residence, your home. As an example, if fourth house is afflicted, you would want to go as far away as possible from your birthplace, and most possibly you would like to settle in a foreign land. So that's the fourth house. Next, the seventh house. Seventh house also has foreign connections. Most of the times you must have heard seventh house, which is related to partnerships or spouse or marriage related, but also it has a connection with the foreign. Rishi Satyacharya, an ancient astrologer, mentioned that if the first house lord is placed in the seventh house and connected with the benefic, the person is highly likely to settle abroad. Also, like if the lord of the ninth house, which is the house of long journeys, sits in the seventh house with the seventh lord, it strongly indicates earning and settling abroad. Many business owners and entrepreneurs have this placement as they thrive in foreign lands. Next house is the eighth house. So the eighth house rules deep transformations, mysteries, but it also indicates medical journeys, and if activated, it can indicate foreign travel due to health reasons, especially for treatment and things like that. So historically, sea voyages were linked to this house, but in the modern times, it signifies crossing borders for medical advancements. So eighth house is connected to that. Next important house is the ninth house. This is the house for the long distance travel. If the ninth lord is in the ninth house itself or is strongly connected with Rahu, the person is bound to explore distant lands. In fact, if this placement appears in a child's chart, their father might have foreign connections or even live abroad. But please keep in mind, ninth house also means travel to spiritual and religious places. So it doesn't always mean that if there is a ninth house connection that the person will travel abroad or anything. It could also mean the person is very religious and travels frequently to religious places. So you have to look into a complete big picture here and pile up everything what you see, and then you analyze whether the person will settle or will go to foreign land and settle there or not. The last and the most important house of all is the 12th house, because this house is the house of detachment, isolation, living far away. Powerful planetary placements here indicate living, working, or even becoming wealthy in a foreign land. Let's look at some combinations like second lord going to 12th house. It means the person gains his wealth through foreign sources. Third lord in 12th house, it indicates separation from family, short trips to foreign land and stuff like that. Fourth lord in 12th house, this means settling abroad because your home, your residence itself is going abroad. Fifth lord in 12th house, this means the person will study abroad. Seventh lord in 12th house, this could mean marrying a foreigner or going to foreign land after marriage. It could be any of that. Next, 10th lord in 12th house, this means the person will have international career. Now coming to the planets, Rahu is the ultimate foreign indicator. Rahu is a cosmic force of all things foreign, foreign lands, foreign people, foreign wealth. If Rahu is active in your chart and it is connected to any of these key houses which I mentioned, it can bring unexpected opportunities to travel and settle abroad. But here's the catch. Rahu gives but doesn't always promise satisfaction. So while you may live abroad, you might still long for home. That's Rahu. Now let's talk about the zodiac signs that encourage travel. If most planets in your chart are placed in the movable signs, what are the movable signs? Like Aries, Cancer, Libra and Capricorn. If the planets are placed in these houses, or dual signs as well, like Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius and Pisces, congratulations, you are astrologically wired for frequent travel. But if watery signs are afflicted, it may indicate migration due to emotional or external circumstances like war and things like that. But if you have planets in fixed signs, then that means your residence is, most of the time it's really fixed and at one place, and you wouldn't want to travel frequently. So that's how you analyze the zodiac signs as well. Now the $1 million question, why do people travel abroad for different reasons? Some go for higher education, some go for research, some go for career growth, some go after marriage, some just go on short trips, and some go on medical issues, and some go for business opportunities. So in this series of foreign travel, we will analyze real birth charts and see the exact planetary combinations for each of these cases in the coming videos. So if you're curious about whether you will go and study abroad, or you will settle in the foreign land, or you will just go and work there, don't miss the next episodes. Stay tuned.